Peace, peace, peace. What is good? Amazing, beautiful people. You already know where I'm at. You already know where we are at. You already know where I'm filming. I am the Joey Digital, and I'm filming at the most amazing, beautiful, self-healing. You might not have guessed this one, but I'm in North Lauderdale. Lauderdale by the sea. Pardon me. Lauderdale by the sea. Let me get it correct. Let me put some respect on it real fast. And let me give y'all a spin around. I am the Joey Digital, by the way. And we have the amazing, beautiful pier going on in the background. Yes, 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 yes. Manifesting instant greatness. Out here in the heart of nature. Shoes is off. Shoes are off. Feet grounded in sand. Amazing, beautiful energy out here in this place, okay? It is nice and cool out. It looks like it might be hot, but it's a little cool. But it's not cold though. It's, you know, it's a lot of people with the shirts off over there. I don't know if y'all can see it back there. I'm always too far for y'all to see. I don't mean to laugh, but I'll be explaining stuff. I'll be like, yo, those people over there, X, Y, and Z, and then when I go like this, y'all be like this. Where they at? Where they at? But anyways, you know, I'm not the only one out here with the shirt off. I mean, so y'all can see clearly that the weather is beautiful, amazing. I don't even know what the temperature is. I should check. Matter of fact, let me check. Let me pull out my little device here real quick. Oh, yeah. Don't want to drop my earphones. All right, hold on. Let me get with y'all real quick. Bear with me, bear with me. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. Go ahead and feel free to share this content with 2, 3, or 4, or 5 like-minded people real fast while I get this weather out. Yeah. Okay, 79 degrees. What can I say? 79. We out here. You know, I'm feeling great. The weather is feeling great. The people out here are in great moods. As you all can see, everybody's kind of just doing their own thing. You know, Lauderdale by the sea. Amazing pier over there. Love it, love it. Looks like they're going to be doing some reconstruction or some things like that over there. But they still have a lot of things going on down here. A lot of nice, beautiful restaurants. I'm in a different area of Fort Lauderdale. Y'all know I try to switch it up a little bit. I still try to get the ocean, keep the ocean inspiration, inspired content, inspirational, inspiring ocean content for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, so anyways, before I get into the video, before I get into the content, I just want to say that I really appreciate you all checking out the live videos, okay? I know that a lot of my live videos are super late, but y'all are really showing up and showing out. Y'all are really checking out the content at your earliest convenience, and that's really a wish fulfillment for me, because, you know, I never really let anybody know when I'm gonna do lives. I'm not that kind of content creator where I have a specific day where I'm doing a live and I'm telling everybody, hey, stop what you're doing and at 9 o'clock check out my live video or something like that. No, because, you know, we're all on our journeys and everybody is doing different things at different times. So, you know, a wish fulfillment for me to y'all is that you get a chance to check out the video that I create at your earliest convenience when you have time. You know, whether you have time to sit back and watch the video, or you listen to it while you're doing other things, while you're ironing your clothes or washing your clothes, or, you know, I don't know, brushing your teeth. You know, any way that you consume the content, just know that you are greatly appreciated. All right, new subscribers, I truly appreciate you all. Y'all are showing up in the mix, okay? Y'all are coming through and hitting that subscribe button, and I really appreciate you all. You know, myself as well as the current subscribers. The current subscribers already know. Y'all already know how we do out here. We keep it real, we keep it honest. You know, we talk about all things inspiration, all things motivation, all things spiritual, all things metaphysical, and not in that particular order either. You know, we switch it up, we switch it and mix it, you know. go ahead and hit that like button. Yeah, so now that I got that out the way, I just want to go ahead and dive into something that has been on my mind, okay? And even though I feel like doing a video based on gratitude, it's not going to be a video based on gratitude because I'm already grateful, you know, to have you. I'm already grateful to be here. You know, we have the little estates or whatever they have going on over there, resorts. We have the waves. That's a confirmation. We have the waves crashing in the back. Don't ask me how many waves because I'm not counting. It's too many, you know. But they're all doing their own thing. Y'all are doing your own thing. And you know what today's video is all about is synchronicities. You know, synchronicities. This is a video based on things that are synchronized with you, okay? And if this is a video that is one that you are checking in for and checking out, most definitely go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down in the comment section, and let's talk about all the ways that synchronized things, messages, people, places can play a major part in you going and growing to go and become your greatest version while still working on yourself at the same time. You know, one way things can be synchronized is, one way you can make things synchronized is if you take the time. Now, usually when I say take the time, I'm always saying first thing in the morning, but not everybody has that time window where you can wake up first thing in the morning and meditate and stuff. You know, a lot of us do it on the go. A lot of us do it once everything is handled in the beginning of the day, or once the kids are to school, or once maybe, you know, once you're at work or at the office, or whatever it is that you do. The very first synchronized thing that happens is when you can imagine a scenario, yourself being in the scenario, yourself being the star player, the number one player number one, for my people who know, not the non-playable character, not those. We're not doing that. You know, the one that can take the glasses off and put the glasses on, and you know, we do our own thing. When you can take the time to sit and envision and imagine yourself doing something, and then when you open your eyes, you know that it is something you can willingly go and do within the next hour or two. That's when you know you're in synchronicity with your dreams or your heart or what's in your mind. You know, not in that particular order either. It could be something in your mind or your dreams or your heart. You know, as I said earlier, we switch it and mix it. You know, hit that like button. You know, when you are able to imagine yourself doing certain things, and you can come out of your imaginary state and really live that lifestyle, what you are doing is you are shifting your reality to doing things that are more in alignment with what is in your heart space, okay? And what you are doing is you are bridging your mind with your heart, okay? Now, in the metaphysical world, that is what we call using our crown chakra, our third eye chakra, and we bridge it with our heart chakra. Now, of course, the throat chakra is in between the third eye and the heart, but you know, that's in there too as well, because a lot of us, it has to do with speaking things into existence. You know, what we say we're gonna do, we actually go and do it. So that's one way you can powerfully manifest an instant possibility of you being in synchronicity with what it is that you are looking to create in your day-to-day life, okay? Now, another way you can synchronize things is things that happen in gradual steps, okay? Let's just say, I don't know, we're here at the ocean, we're manifesting instant greatness because this is what it happens out in any part of nature, not just at the ocean. But let's just say you're walking down the ocean and you're thinking, man, you're thinking about abundance or finances. And let's just say, I'm just saying, you come across, like as you kick your feet in the sand, you might come across a $5 bill, okay? And it may not be the kind of abundance that you're thinking about. You may be thinking about, now I know us over here, for us money people, we thinking about millions and millions and billions of dollars, and but that, what I'm saying is this, that thought of financial abundance or just regular abundance, and then actually your very next thing that happens, you kicking the sand, and let's just say a $5 or a $10 bill is there for you to pick up and it doesn't fly away. That could be a synchronicity of anything. Now, even though money is tangible meaning something you can touch and feel, it may be a pathway into an abundance mindset where you may be able to tap into something mentally or spiritually where you are able to bring that feeling of that energy that you got from finding said money in the sand. That may be an energy that you may find yourself in with a lot of other areas of your life, okay? It may be an opening door to you accessing different areas of abundance, maybe in love, or maybe in happiness, or maybe in actually being in alignment with eating the kind of foods that you want to eat in at a certain time, and being able to get 7 to 8 hours of rest, like whereas before you might have been worried about money or finances, or for some of us, you might be worrying, is that job gonna call you that you applied to, or is that business gonna be the one that breaks for you so that you can not have to work. Hit that like button. You're shifting your mindset from anxiety, which and I'm not saying your anxiety, but it's just the mind will run in place until you actually show your mind that you can actually go forward toward the things that you actually really want to do. Instead of just running in place and imagining something happening, you can actually say, okay, well, I did this thing and now these other areas of my life are opening up, and it's becoming a 360 where now, because you have all of this abundance and all of this happiness or all of this love come in, now the 360 is coming back. So now everything is swinging back into divine order, where now that energy is going into every area of your life, and you'll be thinking back like, oh man, it was just a $5 bill, it was just a $10 bill, I wanted X, Y, and Z. But because you're humble and you walk with a heart of gratitude, and you said thank you in the beginning of the morning, before you even knew you would even be here to find that money, that gratitude in the beginning offset you being in the present and having that said interaction happen. And what happens is it shifts your mindset, and you start looking for more things that are synchronized, and it becomes fun. It's not like it's not a thing that happens where it's like you're expecting to find things, but because you're walking in gratitude, you're okay with it. And also because you're in a flow state, it just happens naturally, automatically. And it's almost like, for my people, and we love libraries over here. I love libraries. I know everything is super digital now. You can do audio books and stuff like that. But for my people who spend a lot of time in libraries, y'all know what it's like, where, of course, it's good news, positive news. It's like you may really be inspired about going to Rome, let's say like Rome or Italy, and you'll go there and you'll read every book possible about Rome, you know, the aqueducts, the statues, the city, the underneath the city, everything like that, right? And you'll read these books, but you'll imagine, right, as you're reading, you know, you're okay with whether you get a chance to go or whether you don't get a chance to go. You're okay with it because your ability to imagine or astral travel to those places as you read those words, it brings a sense of happiness and joy. And you know, because there are a lot of different books on the topics that you love, you know once you put that one book down, you can pick up another book and get a different vibe, and there will all be good vibes. And what that does is that powers you through your day. Even for my people who read books a lot, or you have one book that you read a lot of times you will read that book, and even if you read it twice, you'll get a different message from it the second time than you did the first time. Or if you read it the third time, you may get a more profound message than the first two times, you know. And it just becomes an adventure, you know. It becomes an adventure to be in alignment with things that are in synchronicity to you, because that is something that you are interested in, is the book or the topic of the book, or, you know, the way you feel after you accomplish reading a book, you know. So, you know, I'm just here to let you know that it's a very fun thing to get aligned with your synchronicity. And, you know, this is the time and the message where I'm gonna definitely encourage that it's the best practice to know thyself. Okay, when you know yourself, no one else can come in and tell you who you are or what you are. But the fun part about knowing yourself is you get a chance to deep dive within your internal, whether it's your heart, your mind, your spirit, you know, and you get to really see how limitless you really are. You get to really enjoy being in oneself, you know, and really enjoy and embody what it is that you learn about yourself on a daily basis. It's fun, okay? It's fun being you, and that's something you could say when you look in the mirror. It's fun being me, you know. Another thing you can do as well is another thing you could do as far as like synchronicity is, speaking of mirror, when you look in the mirror, if you smile while you look at yourself in the mirror for 30 seconds, let's just say 30 seconds a day, all right, what happens is you train your mind to say, even if you're having a bad day, even if the day seems as if it's a bad day, you saw yourself smile for 30 seconds, okay? You trained yourself to look in the mirror and smile, and you saw yourself smile for 30 seconds, okay? And that's very profound. That's a very profound thing to do, experience, and witness, especially with yourself, because we all know with the world, especially on social media, as soon as you open your phone or your computer or your laptop or your tablet, whatever, it's like, boom, this bad happened, that bad happened, that bad thing happened. Uh-oh, watch out for this. Don't do that. Look out for this. You know, and it's like you give yourself an opportunity to say, okay, these things are very serious. These things that happen are valid things that happen that we should be paying attention to, but before I pay attention to that, I got a chance to see myself smile for 30 seconds. Or you can up the time to a minute if you have the time, and you give yourself a chance to be grounded and really shift your focus as far as seeing yourself be happy, if you need to see it physically. Because a lot of times, as I say in my videos, you need to feel things on the inside, or it's a good, not what you need to do, but it's a good thing to feel it on the inside in order for it to show up on the outside. But sometimes you need to see it on the outside in order to feel it on the inside too. There is no wrong way on how you can experience being in your happiness and being in synchronicity with what it is that you are. Okay, quick message, powerful message. hoping, wishing, and praying that you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. We spin y'all around again. Go ahead, check out that pier. You know, got some orange cones and stuff. You know, I guess they're doing some work. I don't know what kind of work they're doing out here, but it's beautiful. I haven't been out here in a while. It's been a year or so, but I love it. All right, and I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Go and do something great for yourself in this moment. Don't wait till later. All right, sending y'all peace, love, and happiness. To the next video. Namaste.